I used to spend a lot of. Oh, that's probably bad, that car noise, huh? I used to spend a lot of time on 4chan, and specifically like TTTT, starting from 2022 when I was in a really bad, desperate, lonely time of my life, and I without realizing it, I just became like a daily 4chan user. I don't know, I'd always just be on that website, refreshing threads and talking to people, sometimes arguing with people, just looking at all these mentally ill posters and their weird ways of seeing the world. And I hear a cat. Um, I don't know. Is the thing about the, I guess this may not make sense to most people. Like if you know about the culture of TTTT and the way that they think about things, it's like it's a psyop, and you can not believe that and browse the board. But the thing is, eventually that way of thinking kind of embeds itself. Like, um, it just embeds itself into your brain just from the repeated exposure. It's like any pipeline, but they can be like the alt-right pipeline, like the incel pipeline, all that stuff. Yeah, it's definitely a weird crying cat. I gotta go check that out. But then there's also the Blanchardism pipeline. Why are you yelling? Hello. But yeah, I consider TTTT to be like the just transgender suicidalism pipeline or whatever, because it's really just the whole board is really just a psyop to get trannies to hate themselves and hate each other and kill themselves. It's it's so crazy. It's just the way people interact on there. It seeps into your head. I don't know if that's true for most people, but it really was for me. And it's just kind of inescapable, and it led me to discovering a lot of new insecurities about myself that I never would have had if I never even browsed that part of the internet habitually. It made me it made me see myself a lot differently, and it made me start judging others unfairly just because of the weird ideology about transgenderism that they spread on there. It's so weird, because the thing with that board is it seems so friendly going in, and to an extent it is friendly. I've literally made friends off of that board, I'm pretty sure. And interacting with the people, and they're not mean, they're just slowly brainwashing each other in a way. It's very strange. I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, I feel like it did a lot of damage to me, my psyche and stuff. And sometimes I just kind of wish that I never went on there, but there was some positives in it, as it the idea of I don't want to talk about Blanchardism, but just the way of thinking that was perpetuated on that board. At least it kicked me out of my baby trans phase, just because I started finding that stuff cringe. But yeah, there really was no positive benefits to browsing 4chan for all that time, and sometimes I really do just wish that I never did. I hate how creepy the sheep look on the cam, because in real life they're so adorable, but when it's nighttime and you have the flash on, they just look like fucking monsters with their glowing eyes. Hey though, how are you? So pretty. Yeah, they're really growing up. I remember they used to be so tiny. They got me, and now they go meh. Let's see if she'll let me pet her. Mm-mm. trying to eat my fingers. Let me pet you. Chippy. Oh, she's taking a piss. Chippy. Oh, you are a cute one. She was in my music video for Reality Surf by Blade. What the fuck are you doing, Mickey? Oh my god. It's raining right now, but the fun thing about animals is that they just don't really seem to care about the rain. I don't know why. I guess they're just so used to it, you know? Like us humans, we just like, it starts raining and we just go inside and we're like, no, we're not letting that hit us. But animals, it starts raining and they're just like, okay, it's raining. Because I suppose, no, they do kind of seek out shelter, I guess, just because it's not raining very hard right now, and they kind of have like, in a way, like waterproofing in their wool, just from like some weird like thing that they create. I don't know how it works, but like it's only lightly raining and they don't tend to get wet too quick, and so I guess they're just chilling. But no, they do have shelter they can run to if it gets really bad, which they do tend to. So I guess they are pretty similar to humans in that way. Oh, look at you. Why you got no fur here? Strange. Should you scratch it off? Oh, look at you. Mama. A lot of people don't really know this, but sheep really are just like weird doggies. If you're friendly to them from a young age, they'll be very friendly to you, even if they are still a bit skittish. These ones are really chill. There used to be a lot more of them. There's like 4, so I think one of them got sold off. These aren't our sheep, these are the neighbors. I think like one of them got sold off and like one of them like died somehow. It was sad. You know, there used to be like 5 of them and they'd run up to you for like the milk out of the bottle. It was so cute. But now they just walk around and eat grass. It's a lot less effort to keep them fed because there's grass everywhere. And this little rascal just follows me around everywhere. Now it's been really nice just coming outside and chilling with the animals, you know, once the sun goes down in this warm summertime, and just having some time to relax and let my mind work, you know, because I get brain fog all throughout the day during this season, and that's unquestionable. Like I always just get brain fog if it's too hot, and I literally don't have a fan. I feel like a lot of the things I complain about. Oh, what I was saying just before I got kind of interrupted, I don't know what's going on, but I think my neighbors are doing something and I just kind of escaped. I was talking about I literally don't even have a fan to cool me down in this summertime, which is, you know, probably an investment that I should make. Like a lot of the things that I'm complaining about and a lot of these videos that I've been recording during the summertime is just how my brain fog just persists all through the day. But all these complaints I'm having, a lot of them would be fixed if I just had a fan pointing at me, but I don't. The one that we did have is, well, it's functional, but it's got a bunch of like exposed copper wiring and stuff, and my parents won't let me use it because it's too dangerous. But it is what it is. But now I brought up the fact that I literally don't have a fan because like I'm always complaining about the summer, so the conversation ended up to this. Like I brought up the fact that I don't have a fan and I'm just like dying in the summer heat to my like counselor and mentor guy. He's like both. I don't know what his like job is, but he just like talks to me, and he said he had like some like budget they're allowed to spend for like well-being, and he might just get me a fan on behalf of like the like group that he works with for like therapy and stuff. So I might be getting a free fan. Who knows? Maybe I'll... Oh, there's no light. Maybe I'll do a video updating on my fan. Maybe all this brain fog will be gone soon. I don't know. Today I did some Lyrica, which is a drug I've never tried before, also known as pregabalin. That's a non-brand name. Gonna catch this moth? No. It's this weird type of drug called like a gabapentinoid or something. And I don't know how it works, but it feels really good. Basically, if you've ever like drunk alcohol or done like benzos, it's like the feeling of that, but with like a much clearer head and like less dizziness and stuff. I'm a really big fan of it. The thing is, it lasts like 8 hours. Like the come up is like 2 hours, and the peak is like 4 hours, and you're coming down for like another 2. And it's just like, oh my god, I'm high all day off a couple of fucking pills. You know, it's fucking weird. But yeah, it's just so nice out here in the summertime, just coming out in the dark when the sun starts to set. And just walking around and feeling the cold air, and I'm literally just getting rained on right now, but I don't care, because like my mind just feels so opened up and cleared by the environment around me, if that makes sense. Walking here does kind of suck with the cars always going past though, because it's so loud. Like I'm sure we're all getting like hearing damage, you know, like just growing up around all these automobiles making all this noise right next to us. It really irks me, to be honest. It pisses me off. And I really wish I could just, you know, walk around and not almost get hit by cars. Check out this sign. I wonder what it says. Yeah, it's been an interesting day. I had no weed or anything because I smoked it all yesterday. So I just been on the Lyrica, just kind of clear-headed now. Brain fog earlier, and just chilling. I've been watching YouTube and listening to Blade, and I don't know, it's just kind of depressing. Like, I'm a bit bored, to be honest. No, I feel like my boredom is kind of fixed when I get to go out and like just walk around in the rain and record. Like, this is kind of all I'm really doing right now. That it kind of just brings me like some joy and like feeling of creativity, I guess.